Hi, I'm Demi from the Apprentice Academy. We're here today at the Mustard Tree in Manchester to interview Vikas Shah, who's a Manchester entrepreneur. Welcome to the interview, Vikas.
Thank you very much.
When you was growing up, did you have any role models or people that you looked up to and thought, I want to be like them when I'm older?
Yeah, I think, when you're growing up, it's really funny because it's kind of, like I said, for me it was the guy flying Concorde or the guy in the space shuttle, but then you get a bit older and you're like, actually, that racing driver is quite cool, but it changes. And it's just, you see different qualities in people that you think, I like that aspect of what they do and I really look up to that, and I like that aspect of what that person does and I really look up to that.
So when is it that you got your first big career break?
It's been a series of, fortunate and sometimes unfortunate accidents that have kind of happened along the way. A lot of it's been being in the right place at the right time.
So why is it that we're here today, Vikas?
For us as a business, and actually since I had my first business, it's been really, really important to see what's on your doorstep in the community that needs addressing or where you can make a change. And so, me personally and the businesses that I've been involved in, we've always tried to make sure we're involved in the community. And one of the charities we support is Mustard Tree. And so we've been working with Mustard Tree for about 8 years. And when we first started working with them, they supported an astonishing number of people, about 2,500 people who were homeless or marginalised around Greater Manchester. And because of the economic crisis and many other factors, they now support almost 10,000 people.
Yeah, I think working in towns made me realise how many homeless people there are in Manchester, because you see quite a lot. It is shocking. I didn't realise. On my way to work, I must pass at least six homeless people just on one road. So would you say that starting up your own business and running a business is hard these days?
What I find really weird is, so when I'm speaking with young people now, everyone thinks it's really hard because there's so many books on entrepreneurship and all these guides, and it really just fills your head with stuff. But the fact is, it's not. Setting up a business is really easy. There's a few bits you've got to do from a legal perspective and an accounting perspective, but there's lots of people to support you with that. The main thing is, do you have an idea? And are you prepared to get out there and get people involved in your idea, whatever that may be? And if you can do those two things, you've got a business. It's really that simple.
When it doesn't always go to plan, how do you deal with that? Disappointment or things not quite working?
Yeah. I know it's a little bit kind of easy to say, but it's life. The first business I ever started didn't succeed in the end. When the dot-com bubble burst, the business didn't survive. And I've had lots of other businesses along the years that haven't survived, but you have to dust yourself off.
So what piece of advice would you give to a young person, either starting out the career or on the first day or going into the real world of work?
You've got to make sure that on your first day, you're positive, you're energetic, and you just make sure that your personality shines, and so that the rest of the team there connect with you as a person. And if you can do that, then it'll be a really, really, really great journey for you.
Do you believe education is as important as it is made out to be?
Yes and no. Depends what you want to do. Obviously, if somebody wants to become an engineer or they want to become a scientist or something, then it goes without saying, you'll need to have a relevant degree. But there is a lot of weight put on that, and a lot of weight put on academic success, when in truth, a lot of the time it comes down to what you're like as a person and figure out where you can go. When I was at school, I wasn't particularly academic. I think I've become more academic maybe as I've got a bit older. It comes down to how you are as a person and whether or not you're hungry to succeed.
So in the UK, there's around 1 million young people out of work. What are your views on that?
From a very, very early stage, it's giving people inspiration about career ideas, actually getting them into businesses to see this is what an office is like, or this is what this environment's like, and that way people can get an idea of, I'd like to do that.
Okay, so being successful yourself, what do you think young people need to do to make themselves shine in the workplace?
It's about finding something that you're brilliant at. It doesn't necessarily need to be at work, it doesn't necessarily need to be starting a business. Find something which you're passionate about and brilliant at, and just be brilliant at it. And you'll take that energy and that positivity with you into work and into all aspects of your life.